Good morning, one and all. Last class we discussed the lesson exponents. Yesterday we concluded our lesson. Today, once again, we are going to remember the laws of exponents. Already we know which are the laws of exponents. Laws of exponents, first law, that is product law. First one is known as product law, that is a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. A raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. That is product law. And the second law is a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. A raised to m divided by a raised to n is a raised to m minus n. And third one is known as power rule, power law or power rule, that is power of a power, a raised to m the whole raised to n. M here, m is the power of the base a, again n, one more power is there, that is n, one more power is there, that is n. A raised to m the whole raised to n is a raised to m into n. Power of a power means we can multiply the powers. Now a raised to, fourth one, a raised to minus n can be written as 1 by a raised to n, because negative n means it is a negative power. How to make it a positive power? By taking the reciprocal. Same way a raised to n means a positive power. How to make it a negative power? By taking the reciprocal, 1 by a raised to negative n. Okay. Now a into b the whole raised to n. A into b the whole raised to n means for both a and b they have the power n. A into b the whole raised to n equal to a raised to n into b raised to n. That means we can separate the powers. We can separate the powers in the bracket. Here in bracket a b is there, for both a and b n is the power. So we can separate this only for multiplication and division, not for addition. Okay, not for addition and subtraction, only for multiplication and division of exponents. A raised to n into b raised to n. Okay, a raised to n into b raised to n. And a by b the whole raised to n can be written as a raised to n by b raised to n. A raised to n by b raised to n. Now eighth one, nth root of a. This is called nth root of a is 1 a raised to 1 by n. Nth root of a is equal to 1 by a raised to 1 by n. A to the power 1 by n. Nth root can be written as 1 by n raised to 1 by n. And square root. Suppose here square root. How to write square root? Square root of a is equal to a raised to 1 by 2. Cube root of a is equal to a raised to 1 by 3. Fourth root of a is equal to a raised to 1 by 4. Same way nth root of a is equal to a raised to 1 by n. And the last one, nth root of a raised to m. This is an exponent. Again the nth root. Nth root of a raised to m is a raised to m raised to 1 by n. We can write a raised to m raised to 1 by n. That is a raised to m by n. A raised to m into 1 by n, you know. Nth root means we know that power 1 by n. Here a raised to m is there into 1 by n. That is a raised to m by n. A raised to m by n. Okay, clear? Try to learn all these laws and try to do each and every problem from this chapter. Okay, very important chapter. You need it for further use and higher studies also. That's why try to do each and every problems yourself. Okay, any doubt is there, you can ask me. Now let us start our new lesson, that is third lesson, square and square root. Okay, let us start our new lesson, square and square root. Chapter 3, squares and square roots. Squares and square roots. Take a fresh page and Put today's date on the margin and write chapter name. Write in a fresh page. Okay. Squares and square roots. Squares and square roots. What do you mean by squares? You already know what is square. What is square? What is the meaning of square? Square means if a number is multiplied itself, the product obtained is called square of that number. If a number is multiplied itself. Square means if number is multiplied itself, the product obtained is called the square of that number. Okay, what do you mean by square? If a number is multiplied itself. If a number is multiplied itself, the product obtained is called the square of that number. Okay, if a number is multiplied itself, that means the number is multiplied by that number. A number is multiplied by that number. Suppose a into a, that is a square. You know, square means if a number is multiplied itself, the product obtained is called square of that number. Okay, the product obtained is called the square of that number. 5 into 5, 25. You know, 5 is multiplied the number itself. A number multiplied by itself, then the product obtained is called square of that number. Here 5 is multiplied by 5, that number itself, equal to 25. Here 25 is square of 5. 5 into 5 means 5 2 times, you know. So we can write exponential form, that is 5 square is equal to 25. 25 is known as square of 5. 25 is known as square of 5. 25 is square of 5. Suppose 7 square. 7 square means a number multiplied itself. A number multiplied by itself, that is 7 into 7 equal to 49. 49. Here 49 is called square of 7. 49 is called a square number, that is square of 7. Okay. Square root. What do you mean by square root? The square root of a given number x is the number whose square is x. Okay. The square root of a given number x is the number whose square is x. That means, example, root x. Root 36 means 6. We know that 6 into 6. 6 into 6 is 36, you know. That is 6 square is equal to 36. So 6 square is 36. We can write root 36 is equal to 6. Root 36 is equal to 6. And again 10 into 10. 10 square. 10 into 10 means 10 square 2 times. A number multiplied by itself is called square number. A number multiplied itself, that is 10 multiplied by 10, that is 10 square. Square means a number multiplied by itself is called a square number. 100. Answer is 100. Now root 100. Root 100 is equal to 10. Because 10 into 10 is 100, you know. So root 100 is 10. This is square root 100. Square root. Square root is simply called root. Root means radix. Radix. It is also called radix. Square root. Root or square root is of 100 is 10. Square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 25. Square root of 25 is equal to 5. Because 5 into 5 is 25, you know. 5 2 times. 5 multiplied by 5, that is 5 square. 5 square is 25. So root 25 is 5. Same way 6 into 6 is 6 square, that is 36. So root 36 is 6. 6 into 6 is 36, you know. 6 into 6 36. 6 2 times. 6 multiplied by 6 itself. 6. So 6 square is 36. Root 36 is called is 6. Square root of 36 is 6. Okay, and 10 into 10 we know that it is 10 square, that is 100, and root 10, this root 10, 100 is 10, root 100 is 10. So what is square root? The square root of a given number is the given number. X is the number whose square is x, the number whose square is x. For example, 6 square, root 36 is 6, root 49 is 7, like that. Okay, clear? See here, a number and its square and its square root. We make a table. Number, square, square root. Okay, first 1. Number 1. Its square means 1 square. 1 into 1, 1. Root 1. Square root means root 1, 1. Again 2. Square of 2 is 2 square. 2 into 2, 4. And root 4. Square root of 4 is 2. Here 3. 3 square is 9. 3 into 3, 9. And root 9 is 3. Same way 4. 4 means square. 4 square is 16. And root 16, 4. 5. What is the square of 5? 5 into 5. 5 square, 25. And square root of 25 is 5. Same way 6. 6 square is 36. Root 36. Square root 36 is 6. Same way 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. And 11, you know, 11 square. What is 11 square? 11 into 11. 11 into 11 is 121. Now square root of 121 is 11. And 12. What is the square of 12? 144. 12 into 12. How to find square of 12? 12 into 12, 144. And root 144 is 12. Okay. Same way you can complete up to 20. Okay. In your notebook, you should write up to 20. Now 13. 13 into 13, 169. Root 169 again 13. Same way 14 square, 15 square, 16 square, etc. up to 20 square. You should write up to 20 square. Clear? Write up to 20 square. What is 20 square? 20 into 20. 20 into 20 is 400. 400. Okay, root 400 is 20. Clear? Next, a perfect square. What do you mean by perfect square? Perfect square. Perfect square means a number whose exact square root can be obtained is called a perfect square. A number whose exact square root can be obtained is called a perfect square. A number whose exact square root can be obtained is called a perfect square. For example, root 16. Root 16's exact square root is 4. 16, suppose 16 is exact square root is 4. So 16 is a perfect square. Same way 9 by 100. 9 by 100, we know the square root of 9, 3. Square root of 100 is 10. Okay, so root 9 by 100 is a perfect square. Perfect square means a number whose exact square root can be obtained. Exact square root. A number whose exact square root can be obtained, then it is called a perfect square. See 25. Suppose 25. 25 is 25 a square number? Perfect square? Yes, because root 25 is 5. For any number, its exact square root can be obtained. It is called a perfect square. Another example, 64. 64 is a perfect square. How? How 64 is a perfect square? Because root 64 is equal to 8. Next one, 15. Is 15 a square number? Can you say 15 a square number? Is this 15 a square number? Perfect square? Is this 15 a perfect square? No, because root 15 we can't find. This does not exist a perfect number. Okay, exact square root we can find. 15. We will get a decimal number. We will get a decimal number. This is not an exact number. The square root of 15 is not an exact number. We can't find an exact number. We will get a decimal. Okay, not exact number. That's why 15 is not a perfect square. Same way 20. 20. Is 20 a perfect square? 20. Is 20 a perfect square? No, because its square root can't find. Root 20. Can you find root 20 exact number as exact number? No. Therefore, 15, 20, etc. are not a perfect square. Perfect square means its exact square number can be found. Okay, can be obtained. For example, 25, 16, 64, 49, etc. Because root 49 is 7, root 64 is 8, root 25 is 5, like that. So, perfect square means a number whose exact square root can be obtained is called a perfect square. Exact square roots. Exact square root of 16, 4. 9 by 10. Exact square root of 9 by 100, 3 by 10. Exact square root of 25, 5. Okay. So, but we could find the exact square root of 15 and 20. That's why 15 and 20 is not a perfect number, perfect square. All other numbers given here are perfect squares. Okay. Now exercise 3A, second question. By splitting into factors, find the square root of 11025. So how to find the square root by splitting in? First, we can do the prime factorization method. 11025. You already know how to find the square root. Or prime factorization you already know, you know. Here ending with the 5, so we can do with the 5's table. 1 5's here 11, take 11, 2 5's are 10, 2 5's are 10. Now 11 you know, 10 plus 1 is 11, so 1 is remainder, 1 0 10, again 10 in 5 2 times, 2 5's are 10, so 10 minus 10 0. Now take the next number 2. In 2, how many times? 0 times. Now take the next number 25. 5 5's are 25. Again divide it with the 5. This is actual division, you know. 22. In 22, 5 how many times? 4. 4 5's are 20. 20 plus 2 is 22, you know. So remainder is 2. 2 here 0. 2 0 20. In 20, 4 times 4 5 are 20. Now this 5 in 5 1 time. Okay, again which table? 2 is not going because ending with the 1. And 3, how to check 3? Do you know how to check the divisibility of 3? When we add these numbers, the sum is a multiple of 3, then it is divisible by 3. 4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 is a multiple of 3, you know. So, we can do it with 3. 1 3's are 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. So, 1 4, 14. 14, 4 3's are 12. 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. So, 2 is the remainder. 2 is the remainder. 2 1 21. In 21, how many times? 3 7 3's are 21. Okay. Again do it with 3. Because 4 plus 1 5. 5 plus 7 12. 12 is a multiple of 3, you know. In 14, 4 3's are 12. 4 3's are 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. So 2 remainder. 2 and 7, 27. In 27, 9 3's are 27. 49 is not going on 3's table and not in 5's table. Now we know that it is going on 7's table. 7. 7 7's are 49. 7 is a prime number, you know. 1. Okay. So first arrange them in groups equal to 11,025 is equal to 5 into 5 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. You can write directly. Here I have no space. That's why I am writing here. Okay, 5 into 5 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. See, all these numbers are in pairs. So pair them. 2 5, 2 times 3, 2 times 7, 2 times the number 5 into 5, 5 multiplied 5 itself. So this is equal to 5 2 times means 5 square into 3 2 times means 3 square into 7 square. Okay, 5 square into 3 square into 7 square. Okay, 5 square into 3 square into 7 square. We want to find the square root, So square root of 11,025 is equal to, here also you take the square root. Square root of 5 square into 3 square into 7 square. Okay, therefore square root of 11,025 is equal to, what is square root of 5 square? Square root of 5 square means square root of 25. Square root of 25, 5 itself. Square root of 9, 3. Square root of 49, 7. That means square and square root is coming together. Square and square root is coming together. We can take the number itself. Okay. If square and square root is coming together, we can take that number itself. Square root of 5 square, 5. Square root of 3 square, 3. Square root of 7 square, 7. Why? Because 7 square means 49, Root to 49 is 7. Okay, so which is equal to 5 into 3 into 7. 5 3s are 15. 15 into 7. 105. Okay, 105 is the answer. Clear? Okay, 105 is square root of 11,025 is 105. Clear? Now mark the homeworks. Exercise 3A. First question full. Second question, sub question 2 and 3. Okay. First question and second and third. That's all today's class. Thank you. Have a nice day.